Welcome to Area 51 Raceway, part 2 of painting our Buick and doing anodized colors. So what I've done with this on the first part was I've painted this the white color, and that is the silver sealer white. That's basically what you use on a lot of their colors, depending on what you're going to paint. There's the black, there's other colors as well, as we've experimented in a few other cars. So what I've done with this one is that we have the gloss black, which is what you use to make like a chrome color or a chrome, and then you spray the candy over to give you that anodized look. So this is specifically for that. So this is Wicked Gloss Black, and it's one of Createx's colors. Then when you spray this down, the gloss black, excuse me, you then spray the what is the Quicksilver, and this is specifically to apply over gloss black, as it says over the container. This is going to be applied really light. And you have to ever go so lightly, because if you just spray the crap out of it, and you're not going to get that illusion that you need. And here's the paint mix, the Quicksilver already, and then the gloss black is mixed. It's been setting for some time, and then obviously reduce it with 4011 reducer. So I have everything ready to go, and we'll head over to the Area 51 paint booth, which is my shed, the Area 51 shed, I should say, and we'll just apply this and see how it looks when we're done, and or actually apply it during, as I'm doing it, and to see you get the the chrome appearance, and then we'll go from there. So see you in a bit. All right, welcome back. We are here, and we got the paint already added into the gun. I'm just going to make sure the pressure is set where I want it to be for spraying. Do a little test run here if I can. All right, here we go. So we're going to apply our gloss black. Don't look like it's turning much of color, but it will. Just takes a little bit. Flow here. Okay, here we are. So I didn't want to video the entire time me painting this thing, because it took a little bit. Now, when I actually mixed this paint, one thing I did do was put too much of the gloss, which is fine. You could go from 10 to 25%, but it kind of knocked the color down. So what I did is remix it because I needed more paint, and I didn't put as much of the gloss, and then obviously reducer. And now we're at this point where it's black, that's where we need to be. So I'm gonna hit it again. Excuse me as I cross the camera. And what we're trying to do is get it really, covered well, so when we apply the chrome or the Quicksilver, it'll give it that chrome look where you have to stop, and then from there you have to do the candy color over to give it the anodized look that we're looking for. But this step is important to making sure that it is black. See, I've been keeping it out. Resin bodies are a little tougher to paint. I can tell you that right now. Like this little variation there that's you can see right there, because it kind of chipped off when I first did the first coat. And the only thing I would suggest is really sand these bodies really good. Probably should have sanded this a little bit better. I didn't really was aggressive with the sandy than it should have been. But it is what it is, and you know, again, I'm not an expert painter or a model bodybuilder like some of these static body guys are. I'm just a rookie, so I'm just doing what I can in front of the camera here. And again, you wait every 10 minutes for drying the coats to dry in between coats. It's recommended, highly recommended 10 minutes. You don't want to be not waiting 10 minutes. Again, heavy coating this because make sure I got nothing there. We're getting down on our paint. And I think we're there to start applying the other coat I was talking about, which is the chrome. And that's going to be the good stuff there. Again, this paint's like, again, more forgiving. It's really not difficult to use. Anybody could use this water-based paint. Alright, welcome back to the bench. After come out of paint booth, we got the black applied. Now, it's very important that this looks clear, or as far as really glossy. So what we're going to do is we have to let this set for 48 hours to cure. And what I'm going to do is sand this down lightly, not really roughly, and let this, you know, after 48 hours, sand it down. Then what I'm going to do is apply acrylic clear. Now I'm not going to use a lacquer one because really what they recommend is that when you if you try and spray over lacquer, the paint isn't really going to work that well. So what you want to do is use acrylic clear, clear it out. After you get a nice gloss looking is when you're going to apply that chrome. Now obviously you can apply lacquer clear over the water base, but you can't put water base over the lacquer clear. so this will have to sit for 48 hours. It's quite a bit of time. You cannot force these paints to dry fast. That's what they've recommended. Don't force dry them, meaning stick them in a dehydrator. Plus, anyways, this is a resin car, and you don't want to stick a resin car in a dehydrator because it'll warp. Because once you heat this up, it does distort because it's the type of material it is. So for now, we're gonna let this sit for 48 hours, let it cure before we sand it. Because if I try and sand it, it's not gonna work well. And you can see there's a little high spot there, obviously a little shiny spot. But we'll get it all done and cleared, and then that's when we'll apply. After the clear is on, that's when we'll apply the chrome to it to give it that chromy color, and that's the base for being an anodized color. And then you shoot what candy clear you have over it to make it the color the anodized color you're looking for. So that's it for the segment on Area 51 Raceway. This part here, we'll readjust this when this is all sanded down and cleared, and we'll go from there. As always, take care and have fun racing.